do it anymore. These reports will kill me one day. I'll have to finish it over the weekend. It's time to go to work. I should take out the trash first. Jesus. Fuck. Maybe I'll just ignore it.
Welcome to the second episode of my, I almost said Mortuary Assistant, Autopsy Simulator Let's Play. If you want to watch this from the beginning, there's going to be a link below, and let us jump right back.
Yes.
Hi, this is Charlotte. I guess I interrupted you again?
Oh, hi. No, I just... I wrote reports in those last sections, and I was just about to leave for work.
I always know when to call.
Yeah, definitely. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Okay, nothing new. I had a few days off.
Oh, that's nice. Then... Did you have a moment to look for something for me?
Something for you?
Well, the photo with, the photo I asked you for?
It hasn't come yet? Oh, sorry, but I said it a week ago.
No, not yet. Maybe I'm too impatient. Sorry for rushing you. You have so much on your mind, I thought maybe you forgot.
It's okay. No worries. With my pills, Pills. I almost forgot to take my pills. So you see,
Yeah.
I have to go now.
Yes, sure.
Let me know if you still haven't received the letter. Then I'll try... well, maybe I'll find something else.
Oh, really? Could you? It would be great if you could. Really?
Yes. I know it means a lot to you.
Well, I won't hold you any longer. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Damn. Did I mess up the address? How am I gonna get those pills?
This guy and his pills. Alright, let's gobble them up.
Maybe I should invite Charlotte to do something herself.
Take the trash out. Is that the trash? Looks like the trash. Oh, this is the... Oh, so this trash we're leaving here, and that trash we're taking out. Because this...
Why is it so wet?
This bag here is just too much. The other bags are okay. Close the door.
I shouldn't be this tired.
Or maybe you're taking too many pills, buddy.
What's going on? Who?
Let's just leave quickly. Hey, here's the trash. Bam. If someone's running off. Get in your car. Okay. Guess we're not finding anyone. Cheers.
I wonder if Alice's mother has a film of this photo somewhere.
Did you hear that?
I hadn't thought about it before.
You disgust me.
I should call her on Friday. Oh, God.
Here we go.
Why do I like sleeping so much?
Home sweet home. Because sleeping is the best.
Huh?
Sleeping is the best. It's just me, Jack? Oh, it's getting worse. I don't know how long this game is, by the way. Gonna find it out. We've played for 2.5 hours.
Good afternoon.
Last
Isn't
episode.
it a bit early for you?
I missed our invigorating conversations. Has Stephen brought the body?
Yeah, the trolley's in the hall. Maybe wheeling it to the dissection room will be invigorating enough for you.
Oh no, this guy here.
I've missed how friendly and helpful you are.
Peter Red Pete Rocket. No, Hocket. There's some history between the character that I'm playing and this guy here, and he was like scheduled for execution, but the prisoner transport had an accident, and I think he escaped. And yeah, I think they're just telling this to us, right? So that we can never meet him.
I'll get straight to work on this one.
Yeah.
Focusing on something will do me some good.
I think he broke into our house and he stole the ring from our wife who died, and then put it in the trachea in one of
Christ, this one's heavy.
one of the people that we dissected. I don't know what history there is between us and Red Pete. Probably gonna find out.
Hey, Mr. Ridley, I need help. I can't lift this bag myself. Ridley! Ugh, wasn't easy. But at least I can start.
That is one big belly. Protective gloves.
New package
Bam.
must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it. I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today.
Oh, the
They'll need to
apron.
see me and the body. Ugh. And they'll still have the accompanying photos anyway. November 27th, 1991, 5:14 p.m. Conducted by Dr. Jack Hanman. James Evans Jr., also known as Jesse. Age about 30. Evans had previously been convicted of possession of stolen goods, robberies,
Prisoner.
and drug trafficking. There were also attempts to accuse him of leading a criminal group responsible for burglaries in the New Orleans area. What? Burglaries in the New Orleans area?
Is that where he lives?
This is...
Where we live?
It's a rather strange coincidence.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a coinky dink.
Police photos show that the body was not even particularly hidden, but only covered with a thin layer of soil, branches, and leaves.
Like it was put there to be found.
The body was found naked and mutilated. Clothes, probably belonging to the deceased, were found lying nearby. The body was found inadvertently in the woods near Peetsville. The dogs picked up the scent while searching for a missing boy.
The dogs found the dog tag. What a joke.
The deceased's father, James Evans Sr., is a local businessman. He was the one who reported the disappearance. At the time of the report, his son hadn't been home for 3 days. Sounds disturbing. I wonder what condition the body is in then. I'll start by opening the bag.
He's not gonna be in mint condition, isn't he? He's gonna be in a horrible condition. Uh-oh. Is the head missing?
Oh, fuck. I didn't expect this level of mutilation. This is going to be a dirty job. I'll check through the bag the police left.
Avert your eyes, kids! No, it's already too late. Now you can watch. The police bag. Which table are they talking about? Lay the contents of the bag on the table. Oh, here. This table? Oh, here's this.
Maybe there will be something worth noting about
The head in
victim's
there?
clothes.
No.
Leather belt, You can see that it's been serving its owner for a long time. Plain cotton t-shirt. Classic jeans.
Oh,
Dirty and torn.
I get it. This time we're analyzing the clothes too.
Certainly not my style. Is this?
Blood. Do I have to do anything specific? Clicks.
Oh, you can push it?
What is he talking about? Oh!
After all, what else could I expect?
Baking powder.
Weird. Someone obviously didn't want to put in the work. Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the neckline. However, after decapitation, I would expect a larger stain, reaching much further. Something's stuck here. It looks like some kind of ecdysis? Scale? This could point to an animal being responsible.
Crocodile? Oh, the crocodile bit his head off post-mortem.
The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injuries on the body. The deceased must have been unclothed before he was injured. Traces of dirt mixed with blood and rubbed leaf litter. Heavens must have been crawling, or was dragged along the ground. A lighter, engraved with the police insignia. Stolen? Or maybe purchased from a pawn shop? It looks somehow... it's probably a coincidence.
For a partner in crime. And we're still not done. Still, did I miss something? I opened this. We got the bag of baking powder. No, I don't think it's the belt. Let's check the t-shirt again.
Mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the perpetrator's pulled his shirt over his head.
You were just clicking it everywhere and see what happens. The perp. Pant again.
And here, another animal souvenir.
More scales? The
It
hell?
looks different than the previous one. The only thing I can tell from the clothes is that before his death, Evans had either put up quite a fight, or the attackers simply dragged him along the ground for a long distance. In turn, and this is certainly strange, the injuries themselves were inflicted only when he was naked. Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an accident while transporting illegal animals. Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with that case. Did the impact kill him, or did one of the animals he was transporting do him in? They even talked about it on the news. People were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab him. Okay, the book.
He's got his autopsy tapes here. I didn't notice that before. Wedding ceremony. Is that his wife? Right next to the autopsy tapes. Analysis of animal traces in forensics. Go to the lab and compare the scales with the examples in the atlas. I guess we're not getting any jump scares while the relaxing music is playing, which makes me... What the hell is that?
Who is this?
Never mind.
Which page was it?
Reptiles 59 to 89 to 98.
Local wildlife. I bet I'll find something here. Oh, that was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else.
So that's an alligator, I guess. Alligator Mississippiensis.
Not this area, but who knows?
No, it's not.
I don't know why I'm even bothering. Nile crocodile. No way. I would expect something local. I certainly don't remember hearing of an animal escaping from the zoo. So, either someone
Crocodilus.
donned in crocodile products was around the deceased, or
Niloticus.
one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces. Ugh, Christ. Why am I so tired? Some coffee would be nice. Oh,
He's making
what
me
was I supposed
tired
to-
too with his stupid
The
yawning.
pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for a long, long time. Alright, the deceased skin is smooth and taut. This suggests an advanced stage of decomposition of the corpse. No head, that's not hard to miss. It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound. Nasty. Such a wound could not have occurred during the victim's lifetime.
Somebody gnawed him to the bone. Oh, he's got his pee-pee removed. It's the best part. No, I think some animals go straight for the pee-pees. Because for them, it's the best
Oh,
part.
And as expected, there's a bite.
Or for the poo-poo. Yeah.
Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping.
Got lots of things to discover here.
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being bound in some way.
We got two more. But his wee-wee missing is not it's not important. We got the tattoo here.
Interesting. This needs to be investigated further. This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument. I need to gather my thoughts together. And look at these photos. It seems that I wonder whether the decapitation took place before or after death. To check. I have some suspicions about these marks. I should inspect these areas with a magnifying glass first. Like torn meat, but I can't tell from the photo what animal did this.
The Chomposaurus Rex.
The work of animals can be seen here. The question is which ones?
Take a picture of the bite mark from the photo. A picture of the bite mark.
This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare it with the encyclopedia and identify the culprit. I just need to make it a little bigger. It'll be faster than physically measuring the bite.
Using the fax machine?
I hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down.
Oh, the green button.
At university, I didn't have facilities like a fax machine. Everything was done by hand. Ah, fantastic. Practically a one-to-one. Just some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia. Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere.
All right. Not here. He's got alcohol everywhere. The lowest one doesn't open. Okay. Let's check these ones here. The drawers don't open at all. This is very inconsistent. Use the tracing paper in your office for further examination. He's gonna tell us if we find it, I think. Oh, here.
Oh, looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes. A very, nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some.
How do we use the atlas? We brought it to the lab. Here it is.
That makes sense. This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy.
Here we go. Now for the yummy part.
Ugh.
Inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying glass.
Look for other traces using a magnifying glass. It doesn't look good. Evans wasn't decapitated with one cut. Several stab wounds of varying depth and circumference. Mississippi alligator. It's strange that an alligator would leave such a clear and smooth mark. The imprints are quite deep and even. From the looks of it, I'd say Evans was restrained with his own belt. Looks like an uneven bite. It's worth taking a closer look at this. Maybe there will be some remaining teeth marks.
We're gonna have to take closer looks at everything.
The result of an animal tearing at its body, eaten skin, soft tissues, and genitals. There are even some teeth marks, but, well, it doesn't look like an alligator. The bite is firmly incorporated into the wound. A photo alone won't help me here. I need to make a cast and compare it.
We have to... Oh, man!
It looks like the killer might have missed before they finally hit the neck. Evan's right side must have been more attractive to the crocs and insects. Very strong binding marks. You can see peeled epidermis and small wounds.
The right side was his chocolate side.
There's no end to playing zoologist today.
I don't know if that's a thing that you say in English, but in German it is a thing that's supposed to be your good side.
I need a tool with dental impression cement. Can I find it here? No. It's probably lying somewhere around in the lab.
The side you want pictures taken from.
I hope the cement hasn't expired.
The cement. The silicone dispensing gun is what we need. Where could it be? Is it in the lab? Didn't he say in the lab? Search the lab for the silicone dispensing gun. This is the lab. Oh, there we go. It's very small.
A month after the due date. That could be worse.
Create the cast of the bite marks around the groin. We haven't even opened it. We haven't looked at the most disgusting
now
stuff
I need to
yet.
cover the bite area.
Even though this
Wait
comes
until it
close.
hardens. I think it's ready. The cast looks quite contaminated from the other wounds in that area.
Looks like it could be human teeth.
Well, let's hope the imprint turns out better. Scalpel, scissors, syringe,
From the
magnifying
suitcase.
glass, knife, brush, ink, and paper.
There's the suitcase.
Similar to taking fingerprints.
Okay. Approach the tray.
Paint over the area. And put a piece of paper on it. That's very strange. I'll run it through the fax and check it on the computer. I really don't want to believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah, somebody jumped him off. Jumped it off.
Loading. What? Wow. This is, well, this is quite unexpected. Human teeth. Oh, fuck. I need to tell this to Stephen.
Oh, there's some teeth missing. That's difficult. So we're analyzing just the 3 teeth.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
This is the one.
Loading. It'll probably take a while.
It's gonna be the guy that's after us. Wait, do I have to check the other ones too? Oh, the other teeth as well. No match?
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
No match. Didn't check the first one, so we're gonna go back to this guy.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Also looks wrong. Let's get this guy here. Why is it getting so dark? This looks like it's the right one.
It'll probably take a while.
To match more teeth.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
This is the one. I can see that.
Loading. It'll probably take a while. Finally. What? The partial impression I have may match several
We
people.
just saw a picture of his
This
wife.
one's in
I think.
prison, so he's out. Another in prison. Oh, here's someone with quite interesting tendencies. Oh, he's dead. It doesn't fit. This one doesn't either. I'm afraid this will remain a mystery. The killer's profile is... Now I should... I can't concentrate.
Oh shit, I thought there was someone there. Return to the autopsy.
My head. Oh, I can't think straight.
You need your pills again?
Where are my pills? No. No. Everything is spinning. Pills. I have to take pills.
Yeah, they won't let us do it. It says, it doesn't say get your pills.
No. Everything is spinning. Pills. I have to take pills.
Bathroom? Gonna see if anyone's on the toilet first. Oh, here we go. Barely an inconvenience.
I'm going back to the body. Ugh. I need to make a note before I start the dissection.
Highlight the previous wounds on the clipboard mannequin. Okay, clipboard shift.
You can see that the tool used was sharp and smooth. So, what if it was in the hands of an unskilled person? They look quite shallow. Someone must have inflicted these with some sort of primitive tool. Maybe something chased that alligator away before it bit down properly?
Oh, the crocodile chased the alligator away? That could
Torn
be.
tissue, lacerations,
Or a person.
bite wounds. This wound turned out to be more troublesome than I thought it would be. For obvious reasons, I record decapitation as the cause of death. I need to verify how deep these wounds go. If they punctured the organs, hemorrhaging could have occurred. Alligators rarely kill humans. The perfect breeding ground for larvae. Fortunately, the deceased doesn't care about it, just like we do now. The abdominal and genital area are supplied with plenty of blood. If the penis was bitten off while he was alive, Evans could have bled to death. Due to the body fat of the deceased, I'm adding a heart attack to the list. Maybe Evans didn't live long enough to experience what happened to him. Time for internal analysis. Finally. First of all, I'll try to determine whether death occurred before the decapitation, or if it ended Evans' suffering. With the scalpel, I'll open the deceased's chest. I cut deep, in a straight line, avoiding the navel. We see a lot of fat tissue under the skin.
Oh, holy... Oh, that's disgusting.
When I remove the ribs, I expect to see even more fat on the organs. Correct. High levels of internal fat, organ size above average due to obesity. I move on to the lung analysis.
Boy, am I glad I'm currently losing weight. I got rid of quite a bit of this in the last couple of weeks. Thank the Lord for that. The lung analysis.
The deceased smoked cigarettes, but more importantly, you can see that the lungs have clearly suffered. And this is the culprit. Well, it didn't look like the holes were that deep. Such hemorrhage could have been caused by hitting the chest with a blunt object, or a puncture directly affecting the organ. Open pneumothorax should be added to this. The deceased could have experienced extreme hypoxia, and, as a result, obstructive shock. I wonder what the heart looks like then.
It looks infatted.
The organ is enlarged but similarly to the lungs, there is a trace of puncture with a sharp object. In pneumothorax,
Why am I playing this
heart rate
game?
increases. In the event of such a wound,
This is much
will
more
be bleeding out
disgusting
faster
than
and
the
more.
mortician, the
In
assistant,
turn,
mortuary
a
assistant.
sudden increase in the amount of fluid in the pericardial cavity could lead to cardiac tamponade, which is also a life-threatening condition. Evans, however, is remarkably clean, considering this turn of events. This all looks quite disturbing. I wonder if I'll find anything on the liver. The organ is fatty and enlarged. The beginnings of cirrhosis are obvious. Well, that's it. This time, nothing to write home about.
The organ is fatty with early sign of cirrhosis.
So, I proceed to carefully remove the stomach.
So early signs means it's not like a
most
late
other
stage.
organs, it is fatty and clearly enlarged.
Here's another
not to
duck.
mention swollen, partially due to gases, but mainly due to the deceased's lifestyle. I take the organ to the cutting board. The outside is intact. I'm going to check the contents.
Oh, great.
It sounds like there's an unusually large amount of undigested, and now rotten stomach contents inside. Blood. Evans had to swallow it due to his injuries, which means he was still alive when he was brutally wounded in the chest.
I'm glad we saw that.
Only the trachea left to be examined.
There better be not another ring in there.
It's not damaged by the decapitation. I move on to cutting it open.
Oh, great. We haven't cut this open. Now we can find out how that thing looks.
Okay. I carefully cut.
Oh, no, we cut it open
and
before. Where we found the ring. Right, of course we cut it open before.
Blood, just as I expected. Evans not only swallowed it, but also choked on it. Looks like I can wrap this up. Let me tie this together. After he was abducted, stripped, and tied up, he was dealt several penetrating blows to the chest. Then his head was cut off. Evans was deprived of his genitals, and the body served as an easy meal for the animals. Even though there are a lot of injuries on the body that could cause death, it was the decapitation that ended Evan's life. The animal bites on the limbs occurred after death, so there's no reason to treat these as the cause of death. The damage to the lungs and heart must have led to severe hemorrhaging, so there's no doubt that Evans was choking in bloody convulsions. But it didn't last too long, which I conclude from the small amount of blood in the stomach and trachea. I never thought I'd ever wish someone to have a heart attack, but in this case, it would have been better for him. In some way, it can be said with certainty that James Evans was murdered. Oh well. I need to stitch this poor guy back up. It's really bothering me. Something's not right here. Because even now, the organs are relatively clean. The skin around wounds also. It's like, someone pumped it out? Christ. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'll leave these questions for the police to solve. And now, I get to head home.
Good riddance, buddy.
It's a fucked up thing. I'll hold off taking long walks in the forest for the near future. I have a feeling that it won't end with just one body.
Excuse me. You're probably...
Good night, Mr. Ridley.
Now we're
Body's
all,
ready to be picked up.
we're all feeling sick
Sure.
after this
Good
game.
night.
I think it's the first time in a long time that I finished work at a decent hour. I'll get home and... Oh, come on. Fuck! When did I get a flat tire? What the fuck? Fuck. I'm going to Ridley's. Maybe he saw something.
There's a screwdriver next to it. Are you ignoring that? You got all... both two tires are flat, and I'm gonna bet... Yeah, the one's on this side too. And now we're gonna go in. And the guy at the reception's gonna be dead.
Ridley, do you know what happened to my car?
What happened to your car?
All the tires are fucking flat!
Well, it happens. Don't you have a spare in the trunk?
Spare ones in the trunk. No one carries 4 fucking extra tires. In the trunk!
Jesus, Hanman, calm down. I'll call you a taxi.
Calm down? That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? Have you seen anyone around here? Someone strange? Suspicious?
Except you? No.
Haha, funny. I don't find all these jokes amusing, you know.
What jokes? Hanman, what's wrong with you? It's just tires.
Such things are not a coincidence! What's wrong with me? Things keep happening. Last week, and now this?
Just go wait for the taxi, okay? Fresh air would do you good. Neither you nor I will do anything about it now.
Neither you nor I will do anything? What have you been doing all day? Surely something like this can't just be overlooked.
Maybe you should go outside and cool down. I'm calling a taxi.
Cool down.
I'm calling the Ghostbusters here.
I just want to sleep.
Chapter 4.
It would be easier just to move in and live here. I doubt I'll get reimbursed for the cab.
What happened? We're still here. Are we, do we go to home and then back to work?
Huh? Hello?
I saw somebody run away. He ran over here to this hut or behind it? Is this open?
Jeez. I don't know what this is for. Rusty scrap!
I don't even know if I have to go here. I have no clue. We're following the guy. It looks like he ran off to the right. Lunchbox. We got some whiskey. So, we're just gonna go to work now?
Damn. It's already late in the evening. Good evening. Any news for me? About my car? You know, the flat tires?
No.
No, what? Have you checked the cameras? Anything?
Handman, I cut my teeth working in prison. I know what to do.
What?
There were no strangers hanging around. Maybe you ran over something.
What? All the tires?
Why, possibly. You can congratulate yourself.
Christ.
You should try sleeping more. You've been kind of out of it lately.
That's the first bit of sense you've made all evening.
Good. The body is expected.
Fuck me. I don't have the strength for this today. Have I taken my pills today? Did I take it? Or... one more won't hurt.
Oh no, he's taking too many pills, like the story he told about the guy who takes his pills and forgot it and picked them, took them again and forgot it and took them again and forgot it and took them again and forgot it, and then he died.
Fuck. I don't have much time. Okay. One by one, Jack. Take it easy. Oh, a burning issue indeed. Then I'll move on to the body. Ah, shit. The lecture. I almost forgot. I'm gonna need the camcorder.
It always keeps getting worse.
This is making me nervous.
Storage room here. What is this cable? Making me nervous too. Red Pete is after us. If we're lucky, we can film our own murder.
Oh, well. This is not the best framing. Hello, everyone. It's the 20... something of November 1991. Jack Hammond is conducting the autopsy. Oh, I appear to be missing my gloves and apron. Yes, you already know the drill. So, the body is on the slab. Let's see what the police uncovered first.
Right.
So, the victim is from yesterday's apartment block fire on Drowner Street. Personal details unknown. The exact cause of the fire has not yet been determined. However, it is known that the fire started in the deceased's apartment, where the most damage was reported. The body was not found until the next morning. The tenant was naked, charred, and with severe burns. The owner of the apartment asked about the deceased. He was surprised anyone even lived there. The deceased was sitting in an armchair near the TV. Pieces of pornographic material, an ashtray, melted video cassettes, and several bottles of so-called poppers were found in the vicinity. It's difficult to assess whether any escape attempts were made.
Poppers?
Firefighters indicated that it was probably the large quantity of poppers found near the deceased and rapid spread of the fire.
I don't know what a popper is.
Well, that's our basic question. Whether the death occurred as a result of fire, or whether he was dead before it.
I'm gonna have to ask in the AI. Yeah. Excuse me.
As you can see, the body is in quite an unusual pose. For the purpose of photographic documentation, we'll leave it like that for now.
Great. Poppers are a type of recreational drug that belong to the alkyl nitrite family. It's like alcohol of chemical compounds. They're inhaled to produce a quick, intense high characterized by euphoria, warmth, and dizziness. Poppers are often used to enhance sexual experiences. Oh. They can relax muscles and increase blood flow. However, they can also carry risks, including potential health issues and interaction with certain medications. Poppers are legal to buy and sell in the United States, and it's illegal to consume or misuse them for recreational purposes. Okay, so he consumed porn and took poppers. But somehow he died in a fire. Alright, time for the pictures.
This position is called the pugilistic attitude. This is due to the influence of high temperature on the muscles.
Maybe tied like himself up. Wasn't there like an actor that tied himself up in the wardrobe for some, you know, gratification of this kind? And then he actually died? Wasn't it Michael Caine or whatever? The Kung Fu, the guy that
The
made
fire
Kung
reaches
Fu?
the skin first, then the soft tissue, until the skeletal muscles are exposed. Coagulation occurs in exposed muscles due to their fibers shrinking.
I don't want to know these details. What a stupid game.
The extensors yield to the force of the flexors. The muscles contract and contract until the limbs become flexy and deformed.
Too much detail. Maybe he was
The
tied
upper
up
ones
by
are
someone.
characterized by a triple bend, similar to a boxer holding his hands in front of him.
But if he had like a good time with someone else, then why would he need the magazines?
Just 10 minutes will do it. 10 minutes for the muscles and tendons to contract like a steak on the grill.
Somebody turned him into a steak.
In the end, we're all just walking meat.
Jesus Christ. This game is very good at making you feel bad. And then worse. Tie and crutch.
The deceased must now be straightened out, and we need to get rid of these bindings. He looks to have been tied up in a rather the deceased's neck and feet were most likely secured to his hands, and these were probably tied in front and around the crotch level. Which explains why, despite the severe burns, the deceased's limbs are not all that twisted. That's better. It's easier to straighten him now. Without taking out the magnifying glass, we already know that the deceased's skin is heavily charred and cracked.
What a stupid idea to play this game. Inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying glass.
As for the other details, there are crow's feet visible near the eyes. Upper lip reveals front teeth, one of the incisors is broken. There's soot in the nostrils.
So he was alive when he was burning and breathing it in.
The rope around the neck wasn't very tight. I don't see it leaving a mark on the skin.
They tied him up and lit him on fire.
You can clearly see that this is primarily the front of the deceased that was exposed to fire.
Yeah, we got some great people on this planet. They're just great. They do this sort of stuff.
The victim sat in the chair the whole time, hence his back being in much better condition than this extremely burned area.
I can't look at this for
The
some...
rope marks around the wrists are deep and clearly visible. Looks as if a large flap of skin had detached from the calf.
They tortured him first, huh?
The rope at the man's ankles was tied much tighter and more precisely than the one around his wrists.
As if burning isn't torture
All in all,
enough.
quite a lot can be deduced from this external examination.
The clipboard, shift.
Traces failed to indicate that the deceased suffocated before the fire took hold. Oh, that must have been terrifying.
He breathed it in, though.
Severe burns, covering approximately 80% of the epidermis. Predominance of 4th and 3rd degree burns. The length of the rope was calculated, and appears that the deceased could make limited movements around the perineum. He appears to be loosely tied. However, this is the result of the corpse drying out. The wound shows that the rope had deeply imprinted itself in the tissue. The burns reach through the dermis and hypodermis to reach the muscles. The body is covered in numerous areas. The eye clenching is a natural reaction of the body to high temperatures. The tissue of the mouth was heavily burned as well. The teeth, however, makes me wonder. Soot in the nose appears when inhaling harmful and choking smoke. The conclusions are quite clear. It looks like the deceased was a fan of choking while masturbating.
Told you.
That's due to a predilection for asphyxiophilia to occur.
No thanks. No thank you. Yeah, I'll pass. I don't need to choke.
The extent of the thermal stresses on the body could have caused this death.
Some things you just don't need to experience.
Burns to the genitals and groin are an additional concussive factor. This is due to the high vascularity and innervation of this area. The mixture of fear, sexual arousal, and drugs could have caused a heart attack. Wounds on the wrists and ankles indicate that the deceased could have been struggling in panic. In this case, I don't assume that this was a delayed death. It may seem incidental, but for us it's a sign that the deceased was most certainly conscious. Perhaps the deceased lost a tooth, attempting to bite through the rope. We need to check the damage inhaling all that smoke has done to the respiratory tract. Due to the amount of charring, we are unable to collect the victim's fingerprints. Visual identification is also out of the question. You can probably guess what options we are left with. Okay, it's going well. I should be able to get this done in time. Where are these trays? Top maybe in this drawer. I'll warm this up in my hands.
Do I have it already?
Okay, making an impression is quite simple. You put trays with alkanate into the mouth and press them together in one firm movement. Once the devices have been placed... Okay, again, we will need a piece of paper, a brush, and ink. We will make a plaster model of the deceased's teeth from the obtained impression. We will then make an impression of the mold on a piece of paper, which will be scanned into the computer.
Okay. And I think we're doing it here.
You see, it seems so simple, and yet laborious. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about the gag reflex with the deceased. And no need to remind the subject to breathe either. At least he saved the high costs of orthodontic treatment. I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work.
Alright, we're scanning it in. Green button. And it's in. Oh, we're moving the teeth over again.
Who would have expected a match so soon? Well, the deceased is Richard Jacobson, 47 years old. He had a criminal record and was recently in court for...
Sentenced for
not
returning a VHS tape for 1 year.
Videotape to the rental shop. Oh, Jesus. I better check if I've still got that copy of... where were we?
Oh, he did it like... the third time he went to prison. Is that like American law? 3 strikes. Okay, let's print it. Or what do we have to do?
Okay, I'll add some details to the clipboard.
Examining the body. Shift.
Okay, and we can move on to dissecting the body. This time, I'll go straight for the loppers. I'll slice it piece by piece. Let me start here.
Oh, we have to do it manually now.
Push hard several times. Until I cut a given section.
Okay, this time it's a different mini game.
You can see that using a scalpel would be pointless here.
It's burned to a crisp.
Solid crunch. Almost there.
Yeah, do you want it creamy or do you like it crunchy?
Now we peel back the skin.
I like it crunchy.
Now to remove the ribs.
With the loppers, right?
And we can check out what's going on in here. And I see that a lot has happened. In fact, the entire abdominal cavity is flooded. Blood and other fluids have seeped from the blood vessels, flooding the abdomen and chest area.
Who wants to know
We have
this?
To get rid of this. I'll go get a cup or a ladle.
Find the ladle in the lab.
I think I saw one somewhere here.
Here.
Aha. I don't have all night. I'm going to need a vacuum pump. Great. Running around for everything starts again. Why can't things be tidied away properly in this damn mortuary? I'm gonna get Ridley. I wonder where this pump is. Probably in the basement. God!
He's not even talking to me. Oh man. Okay, let's go to the basement. We've already opened it before when we came here and had this sort of event. Wait, why is the trash can here? Wasn't there like 3 giant trash cans? I'm going slightly mad. Who the hell is that? There was a guy in here with a cap.
Where is this infernal machine?
Pump.
Wow, that's heavy. Can I fit through the door with this? I swear I'm going to have an accident here one day. Like Alice, when she twisted her ankle on those stairs. We were supposed to go to the mountains then. That was supposed to be our first trip since... And Alice.
Hammond!
Because of me. As always, she had to...
Hammond, are you talking to yourself or what?
Huh? What? No, I just...
There is a letter.
A letter.
A letter?
Fuck. Who delivers letters at this time? It's probably been sat in his office for ages. Just didn't want to move his lazy ass.
Was that the postman? The guy opened the window again. We saw him before. Can't close it. I mean, it looked like a postman with the hat, maybe.
So, we have the equipment. Now I have to place it somewhere close to the table. Phew. I can finally put this thing down. Alright, just... What? There's no tube? No one's used this for a long time. I apologize to you all once again.
Can I close this now? Okay, a letter. There was a letter. Wait, why is there a safe number here?
Aha. 3649. Okay.
I don't know what that is for. 3649. I'll write it down.
3649. 3649. 3749. 3794? They definitely pay me too little for this. Stephen didn't clean up after himself. Again.
Where's the letter? He said there's a letter for us. There's something useful in the social room. I'm gonna check here. These guys, no help at all. Oh, here we go.
Screw it. There might be something in here. Yep. I'm sure I wrote the code down on a piece of paper. And my memory for numbers. What do we have here? Boxes of disinfectants, syringes, thread. Oh, some small trinkets, accessories, antiseptics. Any other stuff? Oh, that's interesting. But here... I wanted to forget. Alice. You regret so much. Every day. Every fucking day. I can't take it anymore. Oh, God.
Oh, he takes it.
How do I... Phone. Oh. Do not think. Just don't think. Office of the Medical Examiner, Peatsville.
Oh, Jack. I was hoping to catch you at work.
Hi, Dorothy. How's it going?
Good, thanks. And what about you? You sound tired.
Tiring day at work. That's it.
You scared me last time we spoke.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to cause any trouble and say what I said.
Jack, it's all right. You're not causing any trouble. I'm not surprised at all that.
No, really. I mean it. Sorry. I just... I'm fed up with myself.
You should take care of yourself. Didn't you say you wanted to stay at home longer? To rest? You know I pick up the slack at work.
No, I didn't. I can't. I don't want to be there.
Well, why not consider taking a trip, Jack?
Dorothy, please. I really don't have the energy for this today.
No, I just wish.
Stop it. Why are you calling?
Reminder about annual drug testing. I figured you probably didn't remember.
Oh, yes. I've, had a lot going on. I, even forgot my own birthday.
Leave your samples at reception on your way home. Someone will pick them up from Ridley in the morning. Probably Steven or someone else at the station.
Sure. I'll try not to forget. Okay, well,
Jack? Try not to do anything stupid, okay? Alcohol, your medication. You know you shouldn't.
I have it all under control. I should be getting back to work.
The results should be in tomorrow. I'll call you when we know.
Right. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack.
Bye. Annual drug testing. I'll take care of it before I go home. I feel terribly weak.
Again, the pills?
Wake up, Jack. Jesus. There's been a bit too much going on lately.
We're taking the pills too much.
I was supposed to collect the hose. Focus on your work, Jack.
Alright, let's attach this one to the machine.
Alright. Here I am. I hope that was the last long break in this session. So, let's connect the tube.
Yeah, this is what you do in the Mortuary Assistant for each of the bodies.
We turn on the machine. With this amount of fluid, there's no point in holding back.
Oh, we don't have to connect it. We have to connect it first. Nice, in detail too.
Still a few nooks and crannies left. External examinations did not reveal any tissue defects that would reach the internal organs. So, I expect the organs to be intact. In a way, it's quite extraordinary.
Yeah, when I did the intro to this game, I didn't think it would be that vomit-inducing. Is this blood here? No. Did I miss a part here? Do you have to go over the organs too, like this? It looks like they look a little bit different.
That even with such severe burn, the organs are all present and correct. A reddish-pink tint indicates high carboxyhemoglobin levels, the level of which I will determine from a sample of blood. I will be inserting needles into the heart and femoral artery. What interests me here is not the presence of this substance itself, but rather its percentage content in the sample. But first, I'll need the values for the centrifuge.
Alright, we're looking the toxicology.
My old but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy.
I need the notebook. Why does he keep leaving it in his office
I feel like I've been here forever.
if we need it here all the time? Let me close the doors for a second. Got it.
Jack, focus. Just a little bit longer. Corpses recovered from the site of fire may have very different and complex histories. burning is only at the surface. Underneath, it may be a heart attack, stroke, or pulmonary embolism. This particular case appears quite basic.
Toxicological test, the carboxyhemoglobin. 10 minutes, 85%.
However, I would warn against making a diagnosis too hastily. A fire victim does not always mean death due to smoke inhalation. The centrifuge has completed its cycle.
Didn't lose any powers.
So, as usual, I will take the samples to the laboratory, and I'll be back with the results shortly. Ugh. What exactly was I supposed to test for? COHB. I'll take 2 milliliters of each sample.
2?
Ugh.
The pipette. Let's put it on 4 now. That should be okay.
Well, confirmed. Death. All right. I'll
No,
note this down.
I skipped
perform a
it.
check of the organs.
Begin a thorough heart analysis by examining the organ.
What? Where? Mr. Ridley?
Did you already go into the locker? Yeah, that's not a good thing. Where's the corpse?
Why did he take that fucking body?
Don't tell me he's in the fridge. The brain in
What?
the fridge.
I'll go back to the dissecting room. Maybe I just saw something wrong.
Oh, he's back.
I think there's... I've been seeing things. Results. Well, then we can... from the results... We can now be sure that the carboxyhemoglobin concentration was fatal. The organ has a reddish pink tint, which results from the concentration of COHB and general congestion of the organ. Other than that, there is no apparent damage. Certainly, no indication of a heart attack.
Oh, we examined it already?
I can cross this off my list now.
Okay. Exclude heart attack as a potential cause.
We will look at the lungs more carefully. From the outside, just like the heart, it is congested, and the color indicates poisoning. Thermal damage is visible here and there. Enough of the external exam. It's time to grab the knife and dissect the lungs. I need to check for any obstruction, burns, or clot. Jesus. All right. You can see changes in the lung parenchyma caused by burns and smoke inhalation. Nothing new here. So let's complete the notes. And let's check the trachea. color is the same as the rest of the organs. Significant congestion.
The organ is congested, so we're
Let's
gonna
see
have
what
to.
it looks like inside.
Yeah. Gonna have to cut it open. Here.
Okay, the final cut. There are visible burns inside, but what catches the eye the most is the amount of soot. Looks like our subject was in the thick of the fire. Let's deal with the final notes, and we're ready to go. I considered the direct cause of death to be severe carbon monoxide poisoning, leading to extreme hypoxia of the body. The extreme burns on the deceased's body and respiratory tract indicate that he must have been surrounded by fire. During the examination, no other factors were found that could have contributed to the victim's death. Environmental data does not indicate any third-party involvement.
But how he tied himself up that he can't move, and then he lit the fire. Accident. I can't click unknown.
Just need to add my John Hancock and
Okay, you can
sew
only
up the
choose the
body.
right thing here, huh?
I'll close the body, trying not to damage what's left of the skin. As for stitching, well, it varies. It can be that the fire victims are in such a condition that there is nothing left to stitch. So for this job, a thicker needle and heavy-duty thread. Well, everything's holding together. Well, after storing the body, there's nothing.
Get
left
out of
for
my
me to do.
sight. I've had enough with
Thank you for your
corpses.
All the best, and good night. Ugh, my God. What an exhausting day. I need to get these gloves off and call a taxi. I swear I'm about to pass out from exhaustion. Oh, fuck. Urine sample. Oh, no. Okay, quick. I think I have a container in the lab or office. Okay, this is it.
Alright, we're taking a urine sample. Here we go. Done and done.
I'm dehydrated. I should drink more water.
Ridley.
As expected, sleeping like a log.
With
I'm
open
jealous.
eyes. He's sleeping like this.
Fuck. What's going on here?
Yeah, well, that didn't get me. Oh, lipstick. What's lipstick doing here? He's not even commenting it. Pablon. The good old Pablon lipstick. It's the best one.
Hurricane Taxi, we will take you wherever the wind takes you.
Hello. I would like to order a taxi to 574 Presley Street.
Okay, hun. All of our drivers are busy at the moment. Best I can do is within the next hour.
An hour? Oh, no. Alright. Let it be.
Can I take your name?
Jack Hanman.
Okay, thank you. Do you have our loyalty card?
No.
Would you like to set one up? Our regular customers, we have discounts and extra...
Would that make the taxi get here faster?
Well...
I thought so. Thank you. Goodbye. This is already giving me a headache. Jesus, what now? Yes, how can I help you?
Jack. Jack. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Oh my god! What was that? What the fuck?
You did something to her?
This was some kind of mistake.
Pills and
Now
whiskey. Great.
I need a drink. Oh, strong.
Now he's gonna die.
Everything's spinning. Do I... Is this... Fucking shits. They went too far this time. What's that? Is that blood? Oh, God, what's happened? Oh, Mr. Ridley?
Oh, the pills.
Fuck. Can't you hear all this commotion?
The guy who did this took the rock and then push, and then he threw it through the window. That's why there's blood on it. I mean, I don't know any other explanation. Is there blood on the bed?
Not very comfortable, but suitable for night shifts.
Looks like we maybe need pills. Oh no, there's a body there. You know what? I was suspecting the longest time that we're gonna have to work on our wife here. That's gonna be the last case, and I think
Are you
that's...
deaf?
Sure, whatever you say, Hammond.
Why is that even funny? Do I need to bring you the evidence?
Sure, if you have some. Me? I think you slept too much myself.
Go and see for yourself. I'm going home. The taxi is probably waiting.
My car is back. Yeah. And it doesn't have any flat tires anymore. The trash cans are back here. Check the bathroom for your pills. Oh, we're not leaving yet. I spoiled the character in the game, and he's gonna react to the car later.
I guess I should take my pills. I should go to the cemetery later. Buy flowers. Not today. To forget the most important of things.
He's going home. He doesn't have the
Every
apron.
fucking time.
Put on the apron.
God. Alice. No.
Oh, it's Alice.
It's only just... Oh, I'm so tired. So damn tired.
Do an autopsy on your own wife.
What has someone done? I need to... It's Amber Louve, 30, tattoo parlor employee.
Oh, it's someone
Found
else.
in the morning at the sinking road stop on the outskirts of the city. Investigators determined that the victim was most likely dumped close to the nearby forest. She crawled to the bus stop on her own, as evidenced by the traces of blood she left behind. The body was lying in the grass beside the road, where it was spotted by commuters waiting for the morning bus. According to the information provided by the aforementioned friend, the car belonged to the Hurricane Taxi Network.
Oh, that's the one that we're
The company
taking.
was provided with a description of the driver. However, they deny that any of their drivers fit the description. The police have been looking for the man since yesterday.
Wait, this is how he looks? Let's check Red Pete out. Whatever his name is. Why is there a body here? Was there always a body there? There's like just one body there normally. So this guy has a beard, looks a little bit different. Also bald though. It's a different person, I think.
A friend at the salon testified that the last time she saw Amber was 2 weeks ago. It was her last day at work before her vacation. At around 9:40 p.m., she left in a taxi for a flight to Amsterdam. Why do people do such things? I'll move on. I'll move on to undressing the deceased. The deceased was brought in wearing only underwear. Now, photographic documentation.
You really need this in the morning, yeah? You wake up, you haven't eaten. You're losing weight. I lost quite a bit of weight in the last couple of weeks. So I already feel like puking all the time, and this makes it just perfect. Let's dissect the mutilated corpse, guys. 'Cause why not? Coffee and the mutilated corpses. Finger licking good.
Is extremely pale. No livor mortis is visible.
I don't know what liver... Isn't it called rigor mortis?
The deceased is missing her right arm.
Somebody rough-handled her. Or whatever the word is.
The deceased is caked in dirt and mud. Lots of rough, irregular slashing cuts. The deceased is also missing her left leg. The palm and front of the hand is covered with numerous wounds.
Are those leaves?
Extensive
Did you do this?
hematoma on the victim's forehead.
Huh? Did you do this? No, I don't believe you. Isn't this your modus operandi? Everybody knows it was you. You little mutilator, huh? Yeah. A little mutilation a day keeps... I guess he doesn't keep the doctor... No, I guess he keeps the doctor away. Because dead people don't need doctors.
Several signs of redness on the neck and chest. You can see that Alice has been through a lot.
We can just hope she was already dead when she got mutilated. Autopsy time.
Why is she so... Focus.
Why is she so? What?
The overall picture is... I'll grab the magnifying glass. The wound looks relatively fresh. The deceased could have fallen, or maybe she was struck hard.
It looks like she put the lipstick on while in a car. Whoa!
Minor redness appeared in several places. The wounds were stitched up by someone who knew what they were doing. However, it seems that the sewing was done in a hurry, and quite carelessly at that.
So, yeah. Again, sorry for the censorship here. I really hate censorship in games, but
There are no signs of internal
YouTube
bleeding,
hates no censorship.
detectable through an internal examination.
So it's got to be like, if it's
The
full
wound on the bend
nudity,
of the
then
elbow
it's...
seems much deeper.
Then I
I'm
get
wondering
punished.
about this bruising.
Yeah. You know how it is. The natural human body, the way it was, it's just, it's naughty.
Both the arm and leg were taken all the way to the joint. The perpetrator used a scalpel, but the cut line itself looks jagged.
This looks like some Italian cured ham. You want a slice? No, thank you.
These wounds appear to have been caused by crawling across rough ground.
So, she was
Let me
attacked,
sum this up somehow.
mutilated, she crawled to the bus station and then bled out, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. We're gonna find out. We're the man for this job.
This injury could have been fatal for Alice.
We're the professional. What did he say, Alice again?
It seems that the perpetrator was very interested in preserving as much skin as possible on the removed limbs.
It was me.
Some of the wounds were made by the victim crawling, and the hickeys are not fatal. But in this situation, they are worth examining.
So he kissed her
There
somehow.
appear to be no signs of struggle.
Kissed and mutilated at the same time.
I assumed that the deceased had a cannula inserted and was groggy the entire time.
It was what inserted? I can't. They write something different. He writes something different than he says. A trace. Oh, a cannula. A cannula? I think I've never said this
The
word.
stitching doesn't appear fresh. Amber appears to have suffered like this for at least a few days. We do not know the exact circumstances of the wounds or the conditions in which the deceased was kept.
Her name is
The
Louvre.
perpetrator definitely didn't realize how tremendous will to live she had.
She did, yeah.
Maybe it was an accident, or perhaps the final blow. Even though the wounds were stitched closed, they were clearly reopened by the act of crawling.
He mutilated. He
Alice
kept her
suffered a
somewhere.
lot because of
Prisoner
this
mutilated her and then stitched it. And somehow just oh my god.
I'll check with the UV lamp
You
whether
can make this shit up.
what the perpetrator did.
What people do on this world, you can't make this shit up. You just can't make it up. And I've seen
There
a
are
lot.
many indications that she wasn't aware of
Seen more than most
what
people.
she was being put through. Extensive toxicological tests should help determine what substances
Like
she
that
was
life. In videos and pictures.
given. It is unknown how much blood Amber lost during her escape, and especially how much during the procedure performed on her. Infection could have set in. Even if that wasn't fatal, it would severely weaken an already strained body. This has the hallmarks of some sick sexual fantasy.
It sounds like your fantasy, doesn't it? It's like suspiciously similar.
I will check the UV lamp whether on Amber's body there are some clues. Cases like these can be
Is that a kiss
extremely
here? That
disturbing.
looks like some lips. The hickeys, but it looks like hippies from somebody with giant lips.
Strong and clear traces of tape.
Why
Alice,
did
you know that I would never.
you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do a hat? And more pills. We're taking too many pills. Check it like it. I like how it says check for your pills,
Breathe.
but it actually take them.
It's just
This guy's gonna die from pill overdose.
pull yourself together.
Like the story that he told about the guy who took the pills and then forgot he took them and then took them again, and he kept forgetting and taking them, and then he died from it. Now he's gonna die like that, maybe. I mean, this guy would be easy to annihilate. You just, I mean, to kill, right? You just put some wrong pills in there. And I guess they have to look similar, though. Return to the autopsy.
Well, we left off with the torso.
We already did the UV lamp.
More traces of the dramatic. You can see there are traces around the hickeys. Most likely saliva. The perpetrator was obviously looking for an opportunity to fulfill his paraphilia.
His what philia?
Oh, Christ. The police will have plenty to do. If I can find my hard drive, I could just take an X-ray.
He just wanted to
I'll
show
move
her
these tables away.
his love.
Make room for the X-ray machine.
Love is in the air. That's the music that he played in the background. Shoo-be-dee and shoo-be-doo. While he was
Wandering off in my thoughts.
sawing her arm off. Yeah, this episode from now on, it's...
What's going on here?
Did she look like progressively damaged on the? I was trying to figure out if she looked progressively damaged in the
Here it
painting.
is.
The heart. Oh yeah, I noticed that one before. Here. Excuse you.
Huh?
What happened? The window opened again?
I think I'm just tired.
You know, I've been tired in my life before, many times, and I never saw things like this.
These bulbs need changing.
Locate the X-ray machine. Well, but where is it? Do we locate it in our? Is it here? Or is it in the storeroom? We have to drive it. That wouldn't make any sense if you needed like. Camera. So yeah, you might have noticed in the first episode and up until now, I didn't make that many jokes. It didn't feel that good. I do feel a lot better now. You know, sometimes I need some distraction from stuff as well. This is the reason why I make these videos, so you know that people that have a shitty time in life can have a good time for a little bit. Sometimes I need that too. Fortunately, it's different between entertaining yourself. I mean, you know. Oh, where's the X-ray? Getting entertained and entertaining. It's a little bit different.
A considerable collection.
Sometimes life is a little bit shitty, but we're still far away from what this guy is suffering. I hope so, at least. Anyone who watches this is not...
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work.
didn't get his wife killed and is going cuckoo for Cocoa Pups and at the same time working dissecting human corpses. It's like a combination that is not good, and I know there's some jobs in this world that are like this job here, very, very depressing. Also working in a hospital is can be a horrible job. But where is the X-ray machine? I mean, if you'd have to deal with death so much, you're like reminded every day you're gonna die someday, which is very depressing. Even though I have to say, I came to.
They all know.
Is this the X-ray machine?
Did you answer your phone?
Telephone? What phone?
They all know.
Huh?
The phone rang a few minutes ago.
I didn't hear anything.
For you to take medicine.
Fuck you.
How so?
For you to get results.
Yeah. I'll call them back. Oh, I guess I've been here too long. How many days is it? It all rolls into one.
So, to end the depressing conversation about death, I came to believe in there's a very high chance of reincarnation, so it's not as bad. We're gonna be gone the way we are, but the real us, I think it will exist on. I believe that due to personal
All right.
experiences.
Now fire it up.
Trust me, it's all gonna be good. You don't want to be the current person forever. Especially not if you're like this. Then you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be her. You want to be dead instead of being her. The detection plate. Where's the detection plate? Here we go. Mount the panel under the head of the corpse. Frame the head and take the X-ray.
Oh, now center it between the eyes at the root of the nose.
Now, how do I move this then? Now it looks like it's exactly between those markings. Oh, come on! How do I do this?
Okay, looks good.
Never mind.
I thought for sure this old thing would have tripped the breaker. All right. I just need to take the hard drive to the lab. I'll print the image and... I need to check the frontal bone, crystal galley, aneurysm, internal auditory canals, Alice, ethmoid and frontal sinuses. Why did this have to happen to her? And now I can print it. It looks like a good goodbye. Why can't I see the wound? I need to look at this in the light box.
Where's the light box? I'm gonna assume it's here.
Strange. I guess I'll have to repeat. Let there be light. Damn. I knew this luck wouldn't last. I almost believed that this would go off without a hitch tonight. Off to the storage room I go. These flickering lights would drive anyone over the edge.
Except for us, we're already over the
Now
edge.
it's all broken. Great. Fuck. Don't you wish? I'll need the flashlight and to find Ridley for help.
Great.
What?
No, thank you. Now the true horror starts with the flashlight. He's gone. Check in with Ridley. He's not here.
There's a surprise. Why is it that whenever I need Ridley for something, he magically disappears into the ether?
We're going to the shed.
Oh my god. Oh, alright. What now? I'll start the generator in the shed. Maybe it's been left unlocked. For once, Ridley's carelessness will be useful. It's getting cold. Great. And the keeper of the keys has left his post. God, I haven't even started the dissection yet. Fuck it. I'm gonna get a hammer. I don't have the time or the strength.
Here. I'm the keeper, the 7 keys. Spam.
Either I'm getting weak, or the maintenance crew needs a talking to. Or... Oh,
Hammer time. What a joke.
Jesus. I'm feeling dizzy. I'm exhausted.
What? Oh, a new game.
God damn it.
Do I need to click when it's in the center?
It's actually holding up.
It's getting smaller. I guess that's a success.
Oh well. Something new in this shithole. God. I am not doing well. Now what?
Now we turn this on.
Something's missing here? Some kind of switch? Oh no. There's so much shit in here.
What is that? A bottle of wine? It is a Chablis de Chablis. My favorite wine. Oh, we got these. Weren't the same pictures in the house where he lives with the same, like, drawn on stuff?
Yes. I think this will work.
There we go, the crank.
It fit. Alright. Now, just to crank it up.
Crank
Something
it to
wrong.
the limit.
Great, get started. Not for long. Empty. Empty. Sure would make a nice decorative ornament for the garden, though.
Locate some fuel. Don't we need, like, to bring the fuel, the gas can with us? If we, let's say, we take it from a car or something. A wine is not fuel.
Empty. Sure would make a nice decorative ornament for
Check
the garden,
down here
though.
again.
How did it end up here?
Wife killer. Yeah. I killed her just a little bit, okay? Killed her just a little. Oh, here's the...
Finally.
Got fuel. Get out of here.
I think I've had enough. I shouldn't even be here. Not today.
Pour it in. Go, go, go. Is it going to be another mini game? The pour the fuel game.
I guess that's enough. Nice. Another empty jerry can to add to the collection. I'm not used to this, but... At least it's...
Oh no, we're
What
tied
just
up.
happened? What the fuck? Who tied me up?
It's only for a moment. Sorry, man.
Steven? What the fuck do you mean?
Think I hit you too hard with that shovel.
Oh, haha, great fucking joke. Untie me now! I don't have the energy for your shitty games.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I don't understand. Steven, what do you mean? This has got to be some kind of mistake.
You and your moaning, you and your problems. You're not the victim here.
But...
Shut up! Can you shut your mouth for just one fucking second? To me, you are just a murderer.
What?
What? Knocked down? You thought I didn't know anything?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about! Steven!
My poor sister. Even now, you can't muster up any courage, any honesty. You disgust me. I suspected you from the beginning. As soon as I found out that Alice is dead, I knew it was you. Tumors, aneurysms, unexplained circumstances. Who are you trying to fool? For God's sakes, you're a doctor!
Steven, no. It doesn't work like that.
Shh! I haven't finished talking. Why did you lie, Jack? Why didn't you say anything? You confessed! I knew I had to do something about it myself. Any of this making any sense yet? Threats? A ring? Photos? Red Pete on the loose? He died in that accident, by the way.
You sick fuck!
Yes, I am! You've no clue just how much. Oh, I'm on some fantastic fucking drugs for it. Only, I've been slipping them to you. I was hoping to break you down, that you'll be pushed into doing something drastic to yourself, and I'll just stand there and watch.
Her tumor was incurable.
That's a filthy lie.
This... It was only a matter of time.
Again, lying!
I saw the scans.
You know what? I think I've had enough of your bullshit.
All right. Okay. I lied, but hear me out. We had an argument that day. Worse than usual. I was drunk. And I was angry. There was a fight. I pushed her against the wall. She hit her head and she fell. Yes. Just like that. Limp and lifeless. I panicked. I thought, I don't know. I didn't think at all. I was afraid I had caused it. That someone will accuse me. That it'll be the end of my career. When I called an ambulance, it was too late. Way too late.
It wasn't an accident.
And then I lied. I said that's how I found her. That I wasn't there with her. And now, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. Everything. This whole year. Just dead memories. As if I didn't exist at all. Since that day.
Fuck, here we go again. Even now. Even now, you have the nerve to lie.
Steven, I'm sorry. I suffered too.
It wasn't an accident. You understand now? Someone has to pay for this.
What's going on here? Steven dropped the gun.
It's none of your business, Sean. Leave and forget you saw anything.
Steve, you know I can't do that.
Mr. Ridley, please, run!
Shut up!
You know I'll shoot if I have to.
Well, in that case, it makes two of us.
save it! No!
What? That was an abrupt ending. No, it's just over, okay. I guess it's just over then. I've enjoyed the game, it was pretty cool. It was very different than the Mortuary Assistant, I think. Like, same thing, you deal with bodies, but this time you try to find what killed them. It was way more disgusting and less scary, though. Yeah, pretty cool game. Hope you enjoyed the Let's Play, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.